Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today, well I should say this week, we are gonna see how much we can read. And today is Sunday, the 12th. Yes, today is Sunday, October 12th. We're gonna see how much we can read from today to Saturday. And right now, my current read is Role Model by Rachel Reed. I should be finishing this today. I'm on chapter 22 of like 26. And I've got less than 100 pages left, so I'll for sure be finishing this today. And then I think I'm gonna read The Long Game after, which is the last book in the series. If you know, you know. I'm very excited. And then In the Dark by Chelsea Curto comes out on Tuesday. So that's for sure gonna be in this one because that's also on my October TBR as well as my fall TBR. And then after that book, I don't know. I think we'll for sure get through those 3 books because if I start In the Dark on Tuesday, I should finish it Thursday or Friday. Then I can start at least another book. Our goal is going to be 3 books finished, 4 started for the week. So let's get started and continue on Role Model. Okay guys, I just finished Role Model. They are so cute. They're adorable. I rated it 4 stars, I'll tell you now. You'll still see a recap of it during my October wrap up. But why would I hold back now when I'm doing a whole vlog about it? I thought it was super cute. I feel like the relationship progressed really naturally, which I really like. And we got some Wyatt in there. I love Wyatt. He's the reason why Tough Guy was any good, in my opinion. I did skip Common Goal, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't really like Kyle in Game Changers, so... And I was told I could skip it, I'm not gonna miss much. And there was a little bit of them in Role Model, which was cute to see, but like... I'm gonna be honest, I didn't care enough about it to read it, so I didn't. But I did enjoy Role Model so much more than Tough Guy, but... And there were sneak peeks of Wyatt, as I said, and Ilya, of course, was in there a lot. I love my man. So now we're gonna move on to The Long Game. Back to my babies. I don't have the physical copy of Long Game, but I obviously have Heated Rivalry. I'm so excited. Have you guys seen the trailer for this yet? I'm gonna put it down below. The adaptation for this. Crave, if you see this, I need you to find somebody to put this in the US. If anyone from Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO Max, if anyone ever sees this, get distribution rights for Heated Rivalry. Heated Rivalry, please. A squirrel. Am I a dog? Oh my god, sorry. Any streaming service in America, please get the distribution rights. I need to watch this and for my views to actually count. But if you haven't seen the trailer yet, I'm gonna put it in the caption below because why not? But now we're gonna go on to their second book. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go insane. Guys, I'm horrible. It's Tuesday. And if you're like, you know Monday comes after Sunday. Yeah, I do. I completely forgot to film yesterday. And I finished The Long Game. But oh my god. I don't give out 6 stars very often. I can give out 5 stars easy. Well, not easy, but like I give them out probably a little more often than some people, but I rarely, if ever, give out 6 stars. I can think of 2 at the moment, maybe 3. And I just found another one. The Long Game. I don't have it physically, and I'm upset that I don't, but I'm gonna get it eventually. So we're gonna hold Heated Rivalry for now. The Long Game is the second book of theirs, as I said. Just the emotions and what they go like. I need to sit down for this. Oh my god. Just the range of emotions that I had throughout this was so unexpected, but so good. I laughed a lot, cried way more than I was expecting. Like actual tears. I can get like emotional during reading, but it's not too often that I legit have like tears streaming down my face multiple times throughout a book, and I did. These two, Shane and Ilya, are just so beautiful. Their love and their story is just absolutely gorgeous. Their story is beautiful, gorgeous, just stunning.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique.
I love that we got a second book for them because the first one felt a little unfinished in the way that they had, like, I don't know, it just didn't feel finished. So I'm so glad we got The Long Game. And I loved that we got like the sweet domestic moments as well as like the deeper, hard-hitting like conversations and like emotions that they're feeling both separately and together. And Ilya's depression, his like journey throughout it was just so heartbreakingly beautiful. That's, I feel like, the best way for me to describe it. And I think it was really, 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 really important to see that. I wish we would have gotten a little bit more of Shane's, because I feel like Ilya and Shane's depression or like their mental health within this were on 2 different like ends of the spectrum, where like Ilya wasn't really taking care of himself, smoking, eating whatever he wanted, but Shane was like being a little like too hard on himself and like too focused on what he was eating and all that, you know what I mean? So it was nice to see like the 2 opposite ends and like different perspectives as well. And honestly, I just need so much more from these 2. I'm just so excited for Heated Rivalry, for it to be adapted. It comes out in like a month. They are all I think about. They're my new Roman Empire. And the issue is, I read this so fast, I have nothing to read today. Because I was planning on finishing The Long Game today to start In the Dark tomorrow, because In the Dark comes out tomorrow, not today. Even though it's new release Tuesday. It's coming out on Wednesday for some reason. I don't know why. So I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I might read a novella, but I'm not gonna start another book because I really want to start In the Dark tomorrow. So it might be an off day for reading. I might do a little quick read of something. I'm not too sure. I'll keep you updated. I'll try to remember next time I start filming. I apologize. We're in this together, except no one's here to remind me of the film, so that's on me. But you'll get it next time. I promise. Okay. I'll see you later. Guys, I'm horrible, but I didn't break my promise. It is Wednesday. In the Dark by Chelsea Curto is out. I have started it, and by started it I mean I'm 67% in. It just came out today. I'm on chapter 25 of 36. Dude, I'm flying through this. I'm having a blast. I don't know what else to say. I didn't realize I was flying through it so bad until just now. This is Chelsea's first ever dark romance. And when I tell you it's dark romance, it is. So if you do like dark romance, I do suggest this. I feel like I can say that being 67% in and having started this less than 12 hours ago. So let's continue on. Okay, so far I am enjoying this, as I said before. One thing, it's not that big of an issue for me because I can get past it. Because to me, like, reading isn't that serious. People make mistakes. There's a few, like, grammatical errors in this, where, like, a word is forgotten or, like, 2 words are flipped in a sentence. But as I said, grammatical errors aren't, like, a make or break deal for me. If I understand what's being said, I'm here for the vibes mainly. And nobody's perfect. I can't even speak English half the time. So if there's a typo or something, I can get over it. It has happened multiple times, which is a little sad. Like, not sad. But anyways, back to it. Let's do a little update because it hasn't been, it's been a minute. It's the next day. I had a full day of work. Last night, I did finish In the Dark, which is the same day I started it. I couldn't tell you the last time I started a book and finished it in the same day. And In the Dark was like 320 pages, according to Kindle. It's not available for me to buy physically yet, but once it is, you know I'm getting it because it's Chelsea Curto. I'm gonna buy all of her books because she's one of my favorite authors. I rated it a 3.5. I flew through it, as I said. I thought it was fun, quick, easy read. There were a few grammatical errors, as I think I mentioned earlier in the vlog, which wasn't that big of a deal for me. Can be a big deal for others, because, I understood what was being said. I end up texting like that half the time, if we're being honest, because I have like one brain cell left. There were a few things I was a little iffy on. There were like romance part. Love that she got to explore some things that she wanted to. The scene with Leo, I could have been fine without it. So yeah, I finished In the Dark. Today at work, I started listening to the audiobook for Listen for the Lie. It is very good. I'm very picky about my audiobooks because like just whispering in the way, I don't know, like I'm just very picky on my audios, but I'm having a blast with this one. So Listen for the Lie. There are these 2 best friends, Lucy and Savvy. Lucy's married. This inside is kind of lying because it says Lucy married a dream guy. The way this is talking, he's not a dream guy. Anyways, there's Lucy and Savvy. This is about Savvy's death. And everyone in the town is convinced Lucy killed her because she has amnesia. And when she was found, she had her blood. She had Savvy's blood all over her. And within it, there's a guy named Ben Owens who has a podcast called Listen for the Lies. And this season of the podcast, he's trying to solve Savvy's murder. Hello, Parker. So Ben is trying to solve Savvy's murder. It's very interesting. And in the audio, when it gets to the podcast parts, it actually sounds like a podcast. Like they have a little music playing beforehand. It's really cool. So if you're not big on audiobooks or if you're picky on audiobooks, I highly suggest that you listen to Listen for the Lie. But yeah, in here, this is like what the format of the podcast looks like, but you don't get the full immersive experience if you're just reading this. So I'd listen to it too. If you want to read it, like look at the words, I would suggest following along to the audiobook. I really like it so far. I'm on track 31 according to Spotify. It's 34% in, and then I found it in here, I believe I'm somewhere in chapter 18. Let me see if I can find a specific page. I'm on page 112 on the audio. It says 34%. So this is the current listen. I'm debating if I want to just listen to this for now or if I want to start reading something physically as well. You'll find out soon enough. Let's cut to what I decided. Hello, besties. Update for everyone. It is Friday. I've got today and tomorrow left. So I probably won't finish the next book I start because I'm gonna finish Listen for the Lies today. I listened to more of it during work today and now I'm just following along for the last. Wow, I'm almost done. I'm on page 298 and there's 333 pages. I have no theories. 1 minute I'm like, oh yeah, it had to be that person. And then the next I'm like, no, it couldn't have been. I'm not fully convinced that Lucy did it, if we're being honest. But I just don't know who did. If there wasn't a body, I would have been like, she's still alive. But there was a body, so unless it was a fake body, but that's a lot of work. So I don't think she's dead. But yeah, I'm practically. Let's see what the percentage is according to the audiobook. Because I'm still listening along while following along in the book. I'm on track 76. I'm 91%, it's 91% complete. It says I have 55 minutes left. I'm on 1.2 times speed. So yeah, I'll finish this within an hour. We'll finally know what happened. I'm guessing because the book's not going to leave us hanging with not knowing the answer. So I guess I'll get back to you around there. Was it Emmett? She went to LA because her subconscious was telling her that's where Savvy said they would go. Emmett's a little sus, I do gotta say. I didn't think too much about him earlier, but I was kind of like, I wasn't like his number one fan, just a little about him, I don't know. But considering we're almost done with the book, and Emmett's a primary person in these scenes, I'd have to assume it's Emmett. And they're heading into the woods-ish. Lucy's talking to Emmett. Savvy's there. I'm gonna say Lucy and Emmett are talking. Emmett gets upset. Savvy comes in to stop it. Emmett, bam, bam, bam. Savvy, but doesn't stop, or does stop with Lucy because he's crazy about her, doesn't want to kill her, and then runs away. That's the only theory I've ever had up until this point, and I've got less than 30 pages left. So it's kind of cheating a little bit if we're being honest, but that's what I'm going to stick with.
Chapter 50. Lucy.
Girl pause. Girl
You've been
pause.
trying too hard.
So did Matt know this whole time it was Emmett? Oh, hello, thank you. Yep. Say hi to the vlog. Yep.
Listen for the live podcast.
I'm gonna cry.
Final episode.
I'm gonna cry. Just finished Listen for the Lie. I highly, highly, highly recommend this. Especially listening to the audiobook, whether you follow along while holding the book or if you just listen. As I said before, I primarily listened because I listened at 95% of this while at work. It was so good. I don't know if I want to give anything away for this. It's quite realistic, which if you've read it, you know. It's unfortunate on how realistic it is. I really enjoyed the podcast style done in the audiobook, which it's like the perfect excuse to do a podcast style. But yes, highly recommend. I'll talk a little bit more about it in my October wrap up at the end of the month. On to the next book. Good morning, besties. It's almost 10 a.m. on Saturday. I'm going to start Homebound today at some point. I do have a wedding, so primarily my reading will probably be in the morning. Today is technically the last day of reading for her, following my reading for a week, so we're gonna start Homebound. Won't finish it, but we'll see how much I can read today, considering I have a wedding. Alrighty, besties, I thought I would give you one final update before wrapping up this vlog. Yesterday, I did start Homebound. I think I told you guys already. I didn't get to reading too much. I only read the first 3 chapters, page 23, but I'm enjoying it so far. I think I'm really gonna like Dakota. But I'm excited to continue this. If you guys want to know my thoughts on this, stay tuned for my October wrap-up, which will happen in the beginning of November, so keep an eye out for that. And let's wrap this whole week up. So these are the books I read within, or started within the week. I would say this is somewhat average. It just kind of depends on the reading mood. This might actually be my more than an average. Books take like 2 to 3 days for me to finish usually. Some of these took like 1. So I'd say it's a little above average for me, but it was still a really good reading week. Let me know what you've read recently. What book's been your favorite read lately? If you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, let me know down below. I love to hear your thoughts. But thank you for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day and a great next week. Bye.